Alrighty guys, today we're going to discuss constructivism and how it's being implemented in classrooms, along with compare it to the traditional classroom. So to start this off, we have to answer the question, what is constructivism? Constructivism is the belief that people learn through the reflection of the experiences that they have previously had. Jean Piaget and John Dewey are the fundamental theorists behind constructivism. Jean Piaget was a Swiss-born professor of psychology and sociology who dedicated his life to learn how knowledge grows. John Dewey was an American philosopher and educator. He worked to change pedagogical methods and curricula. Together, they developed theories about childhood education, which is referred to as progressive education. This led to the idea of constructivism. Now we're going to compare the traditional classroom to constructivist classroom. In the traditional classroom, the curriculum is generally textbook-based with emphasis on basic skills. The constructivist classroom emphasizes on venturing out to use other sources of material and students learning big concepts. In this type of class, the students' questions are highly valued. How students are viewed. The students in the traditional classroom are viewed as blank slates that information can be etched into by the teachers. Meanwhile, the students inside of a constructivist classroom are viewed as thinkers with emerging theories about the world and all the aspects of it. How students work. Students generally work alone in the traditional classroom, but almost always work in groups in the constructivist classroom. The teacher's role. Teachers in the traditional classroom generally behave in a dictatorial manner by constantly feeding information to the students. They look for the correct answers to determine whether or not the students are learning. However, in the constructivist class, teachers are more interactive, and they seek the student's point of view in order to understand the student's present conception of the lesson. The PAR model of learning is a strategy that is used in order to assure that students learn effectively. It stands for present, apply, and review. Present. The students are presented with a new knowledge and is linked to prior learning and experiences. Apply. Students then carry out an activity that requires them to apply material that was presented. Review. Lastly, the students review what they have learned with explanations that link the new learning with the former learning. PAR can play a major role in a constructivist classroom by being a guide to teachers and students. A good example of a scenario of using a constructivist approach to teach would be during a high school history lesson. Suppose the history lesson is on the Civil War. I would present the material to the students by discussing what our country went through and the important battles that took place. Later, if approved by the school, the students and teachers would take a field trip to one of the battle sites, such as the battle in Chattanooga, and discuss that specific battle with the students, allowing any kind of question or input. We would all spend the day there, taking in the scenery and artifacts, allowing them to imagine what happened better. Then, after giving them plenty of time to reflect on what they have heard and seen, we all as a group talk about it and the importance and effect it had on our country. This concludes our slideshow on constructivism. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Y'all take care.